In Indonesia's West Timor, people have been left to pick up the pieces of their demolished community.
This is what's left of my home after the local government tore it down. I don't have a house anymore. Now I have to live under a tree.
In August, the local government evicted them, firing tear gas and tearing down their houses in the name of development.
They offered to relocate us, but they immediately tore down our houses before the replacement houses were even ready.
Since then, they've been living in tents. The local government says the land has huge potential and needs to be developed for agriculture.
The land certificate is a state document. We told them, take the local government to court. Let the court decide who the rightful owner is.
Disputes like this are common across Indonesia. Corporations, local governments and indigenous communities are often at odds over who owns what land. It's a problem the government says it wants to resolve.
The One Map policy's target is to solve the problem of land overlap. We're dealing with problems that occurred in the past, like old permits.
For almost 10 years, Indonesia's government has been working on a complete database of maps to help minimize overlapping land disputes. Now, the government says the project is almost complete, but indigenous communities say they've been excluded from the process. Activists say the mapping process has been opaque and closed off.
The state considers these indigenous people as living on land which doesn't belong to them, and with its power, it tries to stop their efforts to fight for their land.
In Kalimantan, a local leader of the indigenous Kinipan community was arrested, accused of stealing chainsaws being used to cut down trees in the forest. He says the government always sides with corporations who he accuses of encroaching on their land, and he's sceptical that the government has any real intention to protect indigenous communities.
When it comes to relations with investors, indigenous people are always the ones left defeated.
He says they, like many indigenous communities all over Indonesia, will never stop fighting to protect their land. Jessica